Constitution to remove a convicted office holder. However, it is widely acknowledged that the final vote was along party lines with no Democrats voting guilty. And I thought that was a good picture. Bill Clinton's post-presidential career has seen him become very involved in his political career and become a political figure. I feel Hillary's effect must also be analysed to a degree. Hillary's first major political experience as First Lady came in 1993 when Bill appointed her chairwoman of the Task Force on National Healthcare Reform. The task force became known as the Clinton Healthcare Plan, which would attempt to create health coverage which would require employees to provide health coverage to their employees through individual health maintenance organisations. The plan was abandoned in September 1994 as did not receive enough support in either the House or the Senate, even though they were both controlled by the Democrats. Even though this was unsuccessful for Hillary, she still had an effect on US politics. Monica Lewinsky came out. Understandably, Hillary was said to be furious with Bill and unsure whether to stay in the marriage. However, she did 40 years, and the fastest growth in real wages more than 2 decades. Bill Clinton will always be remembered as arguably the most famous. Came from the BBC's Washington correspondent, and he said that it was a presidency that fallen way short of its promise.
The relationship between the UK and America. I've chosen this topic because despite the US Declaration of Independence in 1776, political ties with Britain were supposedly resolved. There is still a largely positive relationship between the two nations. I'm going to talk about the history here. The Cold War was the main reason for the US presence, and the UK became jokingly referred to as the biggest aircraft carrier. During the Cold War, Stalin imposed the Berlin blockade on the Western Allies, controlling West Germany. The Americans and the British participated together in the Berlin Early and supplied thousands of tons of food, coal and other supplies into Berlin. The airlift was a big success with up to 8,000 tons a day being delivered eventually, and the blockade was lifted in May 1949. The Americans and the British have worked together in nuclear weapons. Leaders have also been a big part of the relationship. The first example of a close relationship was between Churchill and Franklin Roosevelt, who were distantly related. However, in contrast, Harold Wilson and Lyndon Johnson to highlight the nature of the special relationship and increase the importance of Britain to the US. After the September 11th attacks, Tony Blair flew out to America, and Bush declared in a speech that America has no shared history and culture have created a kinship between the two countries, which is known as a special relationship. Perhaps this now has more of a psychological influence on British leaders than their American counterparts, and maybe has distorted their outlook on Europe and the world. However, British political attitudes now appear increasingly towards a European integration, but Tony Blair has weekly video links with Bush over Iraq and other issues, but these have become less frequent with Gordon Brown. The transatlantic relationship.
And I'm here today to talk about the Eagles. No, I'm here to talk about America and Russian relations. Before I go into more relations, I just want to give a bit of brief background about both countries. Russia is the largest country in the world, covering 17.1 million square kilometres, extending nearly halfway around the northern hemisphere and covering much of eastern and northern eastern Europe, as well as the whole of northern Asia. Of a population of about 445.5 million, nearly 80% are concentrated in western Russia. Moscow lies between Canada and Mexico. The state of Alaska to the west of Canada and Hawaii in the central Pacific Ocean became states in 1980s, while the Soviet Union was seeking to establish puppet Marxist regimes in Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. There were repeated crises that threatened to escalate into world wars but never did, most notably the Berlin blockade, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Soviet-Afghan War. There were also periods where tension was reduced as both sides sought the Tente. Direct military attacks on adversities, which argued that the Cold War was just a mere playground squabble between two countries. Others said that the USSR's failing economy, Gorbachev launched his reform programs of perestroika and glasnost. The two leaders met in a summit conferences where agreements were reached due to the severe systematic internal and external challenges the USSR was faced with. The Soviet Union collapsed in 1991.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Mike. It has become apparent, particularly during the recent US presidential candidate campaigns, that celebrities and media figures hold strong political influence among the US electorate. It is also becoming apparent that celebrities have become more and more involved in political issues throughout the world, particularly in the United States. In the race for the Democratic Party nomination, Senator Barack Obama received endorsements from in excess of 150 actors, comedians, singers and entertainers, as well as other media personalities, including Samuel L. Jackson, 50 Cent, John Cleese, Jennifer Aniston and George Clooney. Media and the popularity of celebrities for political causes is not only limited to the United States presidential election. Celebrities are frequently used by political outlets, and celebrities often comment on contemporary political issues in hope that their celebrity status may attach more weight to the cause. George Clooney, for example, is known for using his transcended mere political commentary, taking an active role in political issues in the United States. Most notable, perhaps, is the incumbent governor of the state of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Formerly an award-winning actor, Schwarzenegger won office by gaining nearly 49% of the electorate vote, beating his nearest opponent by a margin of nearly 1.5 million votes. Since that time, Arnold has had to deal with
Okay, my topic of research is about religion and politics in America, specifically the role of the church and the state. I chose this really because I'm kind of interested in things like that, like religion and stuff, and that's only it. Anyway, in America, it's supposed to have a separation of church and state, and that's enshrined from the First Amendment in the US Constitution, which reads, "Congress shall make no law." The opposing view that, and I quote, "applying faith-based values to policy making must be done with principles that are accessible to all people. Even so, those who enter the public square are not required to leave their beliefs at the door." From 1990 to water patients in persistent vegetative states. This led to a challenge in 2005 by Shero's parents, who requested that a new trial about whether their daughter, as a devout Catholic, would wish to go against the Church's teaching. David Gibbs, the lead lawyer for Terry Shero's parents, supported Vatican's statements which condemned her treatment as euthanasia and trust on currency. Some argued that the First Amendment and the wall of separation between church and state required that the motto be removed from all governmental use, including on coins and paper money. The pledge was formulated by Francis Bellamy, a Baptist minister. "I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." In 1954, the final change was to be made to the pledge was the inclusion of the word "under God." The pledge now reads, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." There's been much controversy over this, with even some people of religious authority against the inclusion.